Amen.
Yeah, he ain't too bright. Let's see, I guess, like I say, I want to welcome everybody out tonight and tell you a little bit about LOF. We're a 7-day, 24-hour-a-day ministry. On Monday and Thursday nights, we have our recovery meetings. They're really, really good.
You've got it all.
Really get the blessing out of it.
You've got it all.
Tuesday nights, we have a Bible college at Tom Smack. And if you want to learn more about the Lord, Tom Smack is really knowledgeable. Wednesday and Sunday, we have our regular church services. Friday night is, I call it our outreach. That's what we're doing tonight. We have guest musicians. We got Crystal River Bluegrass Gospel tonight. Yeah, welcome to Florida. I just met him, but I can tell we're really into something. We got a preacher coming too. I forgot his name.
That's Reggie.
Saturday night we've been doing our bike night with mission riders, and this Saturday night we'll have another group down here because mission riders they went off on a fundraiser. I guess that's for anybody. Oh, we got a baptism September the 2nd. If you're interested in getting baptized, the sign-up sheets back there on the door. It's just water, but if it was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for us.
Amen.
Oh, let's remember the prayer boards back there. A lot of needs back there. If you can, just pick one. Go up there and pick a name. Add them in your prayers. Before we get started, where's Jay? Jay, would you come down here, please? Can I get men of the church to come down here and pray with us?
You want to go down? I'm in the church.
When I got started with LOF years ago, Jay was part of the original cast. It means a lot to me and my wife both. The word grace in the New Testament comes from the Greek word charis, and it means goodwill, loving kindness, and favor. And that favor is often unmerited. I mean, there's nothing really we can do to deserve the favor that God shows us. I know with me, especially on my job, and just with people in general. Sometimes I say, wow, God, I didn't deserve that. I just get showed so much favor. And it's hard. Sometimes I feel guilty about it because, I know there's nothing I can do to deserve everything that God's done in my life. When you talk about grace, you're talking about God's mercy to us and for us. He just loves us. That's why He allows us to carry on and doesn't, destroy us like, don't give us what we deserve. That's the true meaning of grace. Hebrews 4:11 says, let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in our time of need. Again, I don't know what I would have done without God's grace in my life. I don't deserve anything. And I find favor in with people all the time. Again, in 1 Peter, the Bible tells us that as each of us has received a gift, we're to use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. Paul also, he spoke to the Corinthians in a letter and said that by the grace of God I am what I am, and grace toward me was not in vain. On the contrary, he said, I worked harder than any of them, though it was not I, but the grace of God with me. We can't do nothing without God. His grace on our lives. You know, I'm saved. The only reason I'm saved today is because of grace. Everything I have and everything I am is by the grace of God. Nothing that I've got or am I deserve. I honestly believe that. I have a hard time standing up here talking to people because I know what I actually deserve. And I don't feel like, I don't feel worthy, but then I have to remember it's God's grace. And that's what He's in the business to do. He saves us, He restores us, He builds us up. I actually got this off Facebook, but it touched me and it just made all the sense in the world to me. I don't know who the author was, but he said, God meets us in our mess and pushes holiness out the other side. Now, I couldn't help but think of one of them little Play-Doh things, that put Play-Doh in this end, you mash it, and out comes this pretty little star or whatever. I think that's the way God, has His way in our life. I'm not talking about holiness or self-righteousness, not that kind of holiness. I'm talking about holiness that serves the poor, holiness that prays without ceasing, holiness that redeems us, holiness that allows us to love our enemies, holiness that elevates us. And this reminds me a lot of LOF right here. It elevates our community and allows us to share the gospel.
Yeah, Lord.
You got to stand to your feet and let's give God thanks for the grace He's put in our lives. Hallelujah! Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the grace He's put in our lives, Lord. Thank you for touching me. Thank you for saving me, Lord. Thank you for restoring my family, Lord. Thank you for my mama's prayers.
Amen. Amen. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
Most precious God. Most good God.
Lord, I thank you for this place. Lord, I thank you for what you've done in my life just since I've came back down here. I love what you've allowed me to see, how you opened my eyes and my heart to what had began to grow dim and I'd begun to grow dull to some things. And I ask you, Lord, that you just continue to do a work in my life. That you continue to do a work in this place. And that you touch all these men's lives. Allow them to get to a point in their life where their mind turns, their thinking changes. And they live a life that's good. That the restoration process that you want for them takes place. I don't know, Lord. Just thank you. Amen.
Amen.
God I'll give Crystal Ritter a big hand.